All right, Coach, we are pleased as always.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. On 1st and 10, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. For Golladay, you take a look at the numbers from last week. 8 catches, 104 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson, and he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, Stafford here. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for...
Ready. 15, run. 15-1.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The numbers a week ago for Michel. 21 carries, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing on first down, Stacy. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh. Strip that ball.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Mike Gesicki hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown.
Set. Number 20. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get...
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up.
Ready, break. Mike 51. Target. Shoot.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Tackle made by the third-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker. Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. From the gun, they run with Michel. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. They're running it. It's Michel. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Sony Michel won't get there. And the Lions will take over. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw, Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. From the 50, it's Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Here's Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
On the set. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, we got 4 down. 5.
They begin with Michel on the ground, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Following the penalty, Michel. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. On the ground, Michel. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Stacy. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Mike Gesicki with his second touchdown here in this first.
Set. 180.
Squeeze, double.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Stafford. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. Not much going on.
Hit it.
Check his Mike. Watch the flood.
Dude.
On first down, Stacy. Catch is made by Harry. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the second quarter.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Ready. 60 outlaw. You draw Corker.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw. Stacy. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 40, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Gona, 18, Gator. Coming to you. 5.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Well, they need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. And he's going to go down again. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
A disappointing drop there on fourth and goal. And the Lions will take over. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come, fighting him off. And that will be incomplete. There was the pressure you were talking about, forcing incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
Here we go. 30 base. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On first down, Michelle. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep it backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Second and 4. And his throw is incomplete.
As a general rule, receivers love the comeback route because it puts them right in the sight lines of the guy throwing the ball. But in this case, the defenders saw it and were able to knock it away.
Looking to throw. Stacy got his man. That's Harry. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. A pair of first downs gives him a first and 10 up at the 44. Back to throw. Stacy. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. On 1st and 10, Stacy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Stacy. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Stacy. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt.
Let's go,
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone opened out.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown.
N'Keal Harry, his 9th touchdown of the season.
Set, lady. Yeah. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end.
On 1st down at Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This deep.
Hey, 250. 41 Mike. Hey. Check 9.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Looking to throw. Stacy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Check. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Watch a slant. Deep grip.
On 4th down, Stacy into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And now look at him go. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. This game's still... They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. The throw over the middle taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Off play action. Stacy going to throw deep for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Stafford on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford, open man is Galladay, complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Lions on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Now it's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To try again after the sack. Stafford going underneath. He's got Hockenson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. They'll run on 1st down. Michel, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run with Michel. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, Michel. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Stacy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it is strictly for pride.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.